Good afternoon to everyone. This is Madhushekhar C. So I'm working as a manager at Desi Agri Foods currently. So right now we are discussing today regarding the scope of fruits and vegetable sector in India. So fruits and vegetables are most important thing in our daily life and regarding our dietary requirements. So still we are not consuming much of fruits and vegetables in our daily intake, and we are also not concentrating more on fruits and vegetables. Instead, we are just concentrating on most of the time cereals and pulses. Today we'll discuss what is the scope, what is the cultivation area which is already been there in India, and what's the production, and what are all the export scope of fruits and vegetables in India, and what are all the problems facing by the farmers. So those are all the things we can discuss today. So let's move to next slide. To have a brief details regarding the fruits and vegetable sector in India. So during 2021-22, so we had grown fruits in an 7.09 million hectares, and vegetables was cultivated in 11.28 million hectares, and we are the second largest producer of fruit and vegetables after China. During the 2021-22, we had produced around 204.61 million metric tons of vegetables and 107.10 million metric tons of fruits in India. And if we consider the exports, the total export value during 2021-22 is around $1,527 million US dollars. In that, so the fruit was around $750 million, and vegetables worth around $767 million. So by considering these number, still we are contributing only 1% of total global market share. So means, so we are not at all exporting what is actually requirement. Means we are just contributing for 1% of total global market share. So there is a lot of scope, especially in the exports and also in the domestic market also. That will be discussed later on. Then in order to achieve all these things, why still India is not able to cope up with the export value, and also we are not cope up with the China in terms of productivity, even though we are in a second place in the production, but in terms of productivity we are not having that much productivity while considering the vegetables and fruits in our India. So what are all the major problems faced by the Indian farmers? So we know we don't have any real-time data for demand. Means sometimes take an example of tomato as an vegetable. So sometimes what happens, farmers will consider that there is a huge demand of tomato when they get to know the market price was crossed 50 or 80 rupees. Immediately every farmers will go for tomato production. So immediately after that season, the demand for the tomato will get down. So then they have to sell it for either 1 rupees or 2 rupees in the market. That will not at all cost their production cost. That will not match their production cost itself. So they need to get a real-time demand data for each and every crops, especially for fruits and vegetables which are highly perishable in nature. So if you consider cereals and pulses, at least we can store it in cold storage, or we can store it in different storage capacities, but these perishables have very limited lifespan, and we need to sell it within a time frame. So we should have some real-time demand data to produce the fruits and vegetables. And one more major problem faced by the Indian farmers are there is no proper supply chain linkage. Means now a farmer is producing some fruits which is not having a demand in the local market, but there is a demand for that fruit in some other area, but the farmer don't have the supply linkage for that crop. Means if a farmer growing mango in one area where there is no demand for that mango, so he need to supply that to the area which there is a requirement of mango. So he should have a proper supply chain, including everything. So now in India we are facing that problem as well. And the major thing is there is no proper marketplace for the farmers. So you can consider even for some different crops also, even for cereals and pulses, we have somewhat like APMC type of market. Even for fruits and vegetables we have APMC. Still, in order to sell the fruits and vegetable in that APMC, farmer has to give 10% commission for the middleman. Even though the government has launched so many linkages for that, farmer couldn't able to get benefited. Whatever the problems I have listed here, these are all the farmers were listed even 10 years before also. Still now we are facing the same problem. Is we need to consider these problem as a challenges, and we need to find some solution for this. So we have still facing middleman issue. I already told you we need to pay 10% commission for the middleman. So means even the farmer is not getting 10% of profit, but he need to share some amount even in his loss. So he has to share that loss also, profit also, to the middleman. So but middleman will definitely get a profit out of it. He's just giving some services for the farmers at the last minute, and he's getting 10%, minimum 10% of margin out of that. And if you consider the cold storage facilities in our all the areas, means cold storages are not at all available everywhere. So there is a strong limitation for the cold storages for the F&B. Even the people having the cold storage, they don't know what is the minimum temperature requirement. There is a gap in research, and also there is a gap in cold storage linkages to the farmers. So in every area. And the major problem facing by the Indian farmers, especially in the F&B, is so there is a volatility in the price. So volatility of the price means even sometimes what will happen for brinjal today, the market price may be 20 rupees. Tomorrow we cannot expect the 20 rupees. It may come down to 10 rupees, or it may go up to the 30 rupees. Means there is always a volatility up to 100%, 200% in the F&D business because of it is perishable nature. And we do have some uncontrollable uh, problem facing by the Indian pharmacies or climate. Sometimes flood, sometimes drought. So many uncontrollable climatic condition also there, which is affecting the farmers to produce their quality produce. And one more thing is improper road connectivity. Even we are building national highways, we are building expressways, so still so many villages are not connected with some Paka road. So there is a requirement of road connectivity to improve the production and also benefit of the farmer. So if you consider these are all not ending, or these are all the only problems facing by the Indian farmers. These are the major problems we consider, especially in the F&B sector where the farmers are facing. And if you go to next slide, so this is just a glimpse of what may be the scope for F&B sector in India. Means in spite of we are having a huge demand in export, we will also having a huge demand in domestic market also. Just consider WHO recommends around 400 grams of fruits and vegetables to be consumed to have a lower risk of serious health problems like heart attack. So many health problems are related to our lifestyle and our dietary uh, habits. So in order to have that good, in order to balance that health, so WHO has been recommended 400 grams of fruits and vegetables every day to be consumed by the every individual. But have you noticed, are we eating fruits and vegetables daily? Are we eating 400, around 400 grams of fruits and vegetables daily? Definitely no. Maybe nowadays what is happening, earlier what was happening, if someone uh, fell sick, so we used to go carrying bread and fruits. So we are not thinking that before, like we, in order to maintain the health, we need to eat fruits and vegetables. We are having that attitude like we need to eat fruits and vegetables only when we felt sick, right? So in order to avoid all those things, we have to have fruits and vegetables in our plate every day, minimum 400 grams of fruits and vegetables, whatever it may be. We should always eat seasonal fruits, definitely, and also the fruits which are suitable for our climatic condition where we are living. If we are living in the tropical condition, we need to eat the fruits which are available in the tropical condition. And if we are living in subtropical condition, we need to eat the fruits which are locally available. And also we need to concentrate more on the seasonal fruits. Example, when the mango season is going on, we need to buy the mangoes and we need to eat the mangoes only in the mango season. That will be definitely helpful for our body. So, and if we are getting some seasonal fruits like apple, nowadays we are getting apple all over the uh, whole of a year. So means we need to eat the apple, especially in the season. At least we need to eat the apple. So if we consider that as a scope, so for approximately we are as of now we are 140 crore plus population is there. Still, just excluding around 10 to 15 crore population, just considering 130 crore population into 400 grams of fruits every day, we require 52 crores kg of fruits and vegetable requirement will be there every day in India itself. Means it's around 5,20,000 metric tons daily requirement is there only for domestic consumption. So leave about export. So even in the domestic consumption, there is a lot of opportunity for fruits and vegetables, especially in India. So then this is the major thing we can consider to grow for go for fruits and vegetables in our field. And if you consider, so what are all the government initiatives to promote exports of fruits and vegetables? Government is also already considering, means for fruits and vegetables, means horticulture crops are contributing around 10 to 18% of our total agriculture produce in our GDP. Means government is should also take some course action to improve the exports of fruits and vegetables. So they had introduced around 100% foreign direct investment for food processing sector, and they also rolled out agriculture export policies, and the government already started more than 10,000 FPOs and about to initiate more FPOs. And also government already introduced enam portal, and also top tomato, onion, potato schemes. So there is a separate incentives for those crops. And to address the transport and logistics issues, government also started Kisan Rail facilities for the farmers to transport fruits and vegetable from one area to another area. For example, banana was transported from Andhra Pradesh to Delhi using Kisan Rail. So that those are all the major breakthrough by the government to help the farmers to increase their exportability and increase their marketability. And there is one concern. So we, as we already discussed, means price is the more volatile condition in F&B. So how to tackle it? According to me, so I am giving you one basic proposal. How can we tackle that one? That is minimum base price for fruits and vegetables. So what is the minimum base price? You already know minimum selling price, MSP, for cereals and pulses and also some of the horticulture crops, which was given by the government of India. But in F&B sector, we don't have such facilities to facilitate the farmers. Every day, farmers are scratching their head, and because of the price volatility. So today, the tomato price may be 100. Tomorrow, it may come down to 2 rupees. Some season, onion price will go up. It will come down in some other time. And there are a lot of fruits and vegetables. Still, we don't have any particular base price for that. Even just take an example, if a mint producing company can able to fix the price based on its cost of production and the profit, so if they can able to fix those price to the market and market is accepting that, why can't we fix at least minimum basic profit for the farmers? Farmers are farming community is the only community where they couldn't able to do it as a business. They all their profit is always in a fluctuating mode. For that, so I am proposing here for basic price, which is like a cost of production plus 50 to 70% profit to the farmer. Just take an example, means we cannot able to like directly tell that we need to fix 10-20 rupees for the tomato, 10 rupees for the onion, 30 rupees for the banana. We cannot directly go and fix that one. For that we need to consider the cost of production, because we have plenty of horticulture and agriculture university where they are doing regular uh, trials and researches over it. So we can request the agriculture university in a particular state. They can, in before every year, they can consider the taken one example plot and means a trial plot, and they can go for a complete cost of production details. And if they give some cost of production of around, just take an example, the cost of producing 1 kg tomato is 10 rupees, then consider 50% profit to the farmer. The basic price will be 15 rupees. Means in every APMC or in any bidding places, the basic price will start for that crop. So means in order to bid tomato, we need to start from 15 rupees instead of 1 rupee or less. Because even they just taken example of IPL bidding, every player will have their own uh, minimum basic price for each and every player. From that basic price only the bidding will start. So I urge the government to at least follow this kind of method to fix a good pricing for each and every crop. The price and this basic price should be reviewed every year and should be revised based on the market price of inputs of those crop production. So I think this will solve some the major problem of the farmer. And what are all the different opportunities for fruits and vegetables and its processing in India? So just take an example. Still we are not around 20 to 25% of fruits and vegetable produced are wasting after harvest. So because of lack of proper processing infrastructure in our India. So if we give that uh, means if we give that topic as an example, if we take that topic as an example, so if you start doing processing, so there will be a requirement of new technology in F&B processing. There is a huge market for the machine making companies and some other process making companies, and there is a requirement of cold chain and pack houses, which there is definitely a huge demand will increase if you want to plan for if you are planning to export some fruits and vegetables. And there is a requirement of end product storage, and also there is a requirement of retailing also. And so if you are planning for export, there is a requirement of packaging technology. Packaging technology research will increase, and there is a requirement of packaging materials also. And there may be there definitely there will be a requirement of food testing labs with latest equipment and technology. And for F&B processes, so there will be a new chance for all health foods. Now everyone are trends towards organic products, everyone are cautious about their health. So there is a high requirement of healthy food, traditional food, and nutraceuticals instead of chemical foods. And there is always a requirement of convenience foods. So Indian traditional beverages like nimbu pani, coconut water, tender coconut requirement is huge when there is a summer. And the processed natural ingredients for ice creams, yogurt, and beverages. These are all the major scope for F&D sector if we are concentrating on F&B at a glance. And Along with that, what are all the other requirements? So from government sector and in the private sector, we require good varieties having good adaptability for different climatic conditions, and they should have some definitely they should have some very good capability to withstand different diseases. They should resist, they should have a resistance for different diseases and pests, and they should have a yielding capability, and they should have long means long lasting specifications, and they should have whatever the requirement for exportable quality. So government and private institutions should produce those kind of good varieties, and from the government and also from CSR fund we can improve the proper infrastructure in the each and every APMs means taluka level. So then we can definitely increase the proper infrastructure. We can definitely we can get very good we can give the very good support for the farmers. And also market linkages means we have lot of companies working together to give market linkages to the farmers. Even either it may be government or it may be private, we have to give the market linkages for the farmers. The farmers know how to produce, but they don't know where to sell. So in order to solve these issues, we should have very good market linkages. There should be collection centers at each and every hobley level. Either it may be created by the government or it may be created by the companies which are working at the grassroots level in the F&B sector. And the most important thing is good road connectivity is must in order to transport the produce. So in order to have control on losses of post harvest management, we should have very good road connectivity, and we should have cold storage linkages. And also the major thing is good price for the product, which I already uh, told you that there should be basic minimum price for the farmers to be noticed by the government to have a better life for the farmers. So if you consider what are all the major companies working in this area, so in up to from input to market, there are so many companies which is mentioned in the slide. Like they have Big Hat, Agrostar, Clover, Unnati, Agrifeeder, Kati, and there are so many e-commerce sectors are there, like Ninja Cart, Vehicle, Big Basket. And for financing, Samunnati is there, and HESA is there. For market linkage, Unotera is there, Vigro is there, Crowfarm is there, and Star Agri is there. For still, even in F&B sector, we are having SaaS products, we are having IoT products, we are using AI technology in agriculture also. There are so many companies like Fasal, Aginex, Cropping Technology. So those are all the companies which are working in AI technology and IoT devices to improve the uh, F&B sectors in India. And so there are so many companies which are working to help the farming community. So giving so many technologies, market linkages, better uh, prices for that. And we need to connect with the farmers in the last mile. And there is lot of scope. To tell you one more thing, so recently we had witnessed rally for rivers, which is majorly concerned to save the rivers. So in order to save the rivers, Sadhguruji has proposed to have fruits belt, bearing fruits bearing belt alongside the river bed. So in order to maintain all those things, if you consider this as a present time scenario, there is all a ahead in the India to have a better scope in fruits and vegetables. Thank you. If you have any questions, so you can ask me.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I think I lost the connection. So, you have completed?
Yes.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'll read out the questions.
Okay.
Okay, so the first question is, what's the new technology to preserve F&V, fruits and vegetables? And what's the maximum shelf life of fruits and vegetables? From Mr. Mohan.
Hi Mohanji, thanks for asking the question. So as of now, every companies are having different technology. So in order to have the long-lasting life of a fruits and vegetable, so now they are using uh, definitely they're using ethylene observer sachets in their product. So if you are using ethylene observer, so you can reduce the respiration of the fruits and vegetables, and there is an chances of increasing the life of the fruits and vegetables. Along with that, we need to maintain cold storage facilities in order to increase the F&V. Means in the traditional method, taking an example of a banana, so we can keep the banana in the normal home temperature after harvesting for 5 to 7 days. But if you have a controlled environment, like a controlled temperature around 11 13 degree plus, so you can keep it for more than 25 to 30 days. Means there is an increase of around 300% of life of banana if you are maintaining ethylene absorber along with cold temperatures. These are all the traditional method. So this is the best method to use to preserve the fruits and vegetable for long.
Okay. And how do you help farmers? Do you have any connections with the farmers, or you're doing any kind of business with them?
So as of now at Desa Agripost, so we are doing business with the farmers. So we are procuring fruits and we are doing domestic supply also, and we are doing export business also. We are directly procuring from the farmers and we are packing using based on the requirement of the client, and we are supplying and we are paying directly to the farmers.
Okay, so this you're doing only in, Mysore, or
We
all
are
parts of
doing
India?
all over India.
Okay, okay. So, when did you set up this company, this
So
Agri Foods?
this is the company. I am working as a manager in this company, and
Okay,
the company was set up by Ajit Desai ji during 2000 in Gujarat. So company is having a history of more than 22 years.
okay, okay. So, what does exactly this company does?
Company majorly until now company is doing in this banana business. Along with that, they are doing domestic supply of banana, and also they are doing export supply of banana, varietal banana, and also now they are doing domestic sales of different fruits and vegetables.
Okay, so this is like it's in Gujarat only. The farmers are in Gujarat and they are growing there, and you're selling it. I mean, your company is selling it.
Yes, means in the Gujarat, we have a team. In Gujarat, there is a team. In Mysore, there is a team, and farmers are also there. In Andhra Pradesh, we have our company's existence. In Maharashtra, we have. In Madhya Pradesh, we have. As of now, we are merging with Innoterra, where we are giving iOS technology to the IoT technologies to the farmers, and also we are linking with input business to the farmers also. We will be providing, we are in the way to provide both inputs and also technology, and also we are acting as both input and output marketplace.
Okay, and what about the quality of the vegetables, fruits and vegetables?
So quality of the fruits and vegetables varies with the fruits and vegetable type. Means it always based on the customer requirement and also the field conditions. So for each and everything there is a separate quality parameters. In our company also we do have separate quality departments in order to look after that.
Okay. And what about the pricing? Is it competitive or cheap or how it is?
It is highly competitive. We are not taking any middleman prices here. So in Karnataka, we are following Hapcom price. So Hapcom is a government setup. So Hapcom will release the price for each fruits and vegetables. Even farmers get to know about the price of that, and we are paying the same price to the farmers, and we are only arranging the labors to harvest that one, arranging labels along with vehicle, and we are maintaining our quality parameters in the fields only. We are packing and we are giving the money back to the farmers at the farm gate.
Okay. So, yeah. Before we take up the next question, let me check with the participant in Zoom, Darshini. Darshini, if you have any question, you can unmute your mic and let us know, or else you can put in the message box. Okay, I think Darshini doesn't have any question. I will take up the last question now. So it's about you. Please let us know a little about your career background and how you got interested in agriculture.
Actually, I did my BSc Agriculture from University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore, and I did my Masters in Agriculture from US, Harvard. So this is the major background. I am basically from a farmer background. Initially, when I was young, I was interested to contribute something to the farmers. That's why I had taken up BSc Agriculture as my career. So like that, I am passing on whatever the uh, basic minimum basic price proposal I have made. Same kind of infrastructure proposal also I had submitted to the government of India also. So to in order to help the farmers, continuously updating myself based on the requirement of the farmers and the farming community, and I'm giving whatever the possible solution for those things.
Okay. So currently you are located in Mysore.
Yes.
Okay. But you are a resident of Bangalore or Mysore only?
I'm a resident of Mysore only.
Okay. Okay. Uh, so I guess there are no more questions. Mr. Mohan, if you have any further questions, you can post it. Okay. Okay, he doesn't have any questions. So now we have come to end of question round. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank you for the detailed presentation and answering all the questions in detail. And we also like to thank all the participants for joining this meeting. The meeting will now be closed.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you.